The so-called Freedom Convoy arrived in the nation's capital today, with truckers and their supporters lining the streets of Ottawa. Although the protest has been peaceful, many were unhappy with the conduct of some of the demonstrators. The head of the Canadian military condemning protesters today after video surfaced of people jumping on the National War Memorial. In a tweet, General Wayne Eyre writes, "I am sickened to see protesters dance on the tomb of the unknown soldier and desecrate the National War Memorial. Generations of Canadians have fought and died for our rights, including free speech, but not this. Those involved should hang their heads in shame." With more on the situation in the nation's capital, here's Xiaoli Li.
They've come from far and wide.
My name's Leela. I'm from near Smith Falls.
Derek McCann, Windsor, Ontario.
My name is Paul. I'm from BC, Okanagan Valley.
But they're all here in Ottawa for one purpose, a demand that the federal government repeal all vaccine mandates across the board. The crowd started to arrive on Friday, and they've all got one consistent message for politicians.
We're in a pandemic, but I believe the measures are way too extreme, and we're just here to restore our livelihoods, you know?
If you look around, everybody's fed up with it. We want to move on. We're looking at parts of the states that are wide open, and we're completely shut down in this entire country. It's all Trudeau and his bullshit in the government.
Though some truckers met with Tory leader Erin O'Toole Friday, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau is in isolation after one of his children tested positive for COVID. Despite this, many protesters had a low opinion of the PM's absence.
Of course he's afraid. He even said it 2 days ago. He got positive and he has to go hide himself for 5 days. That's not good. What kind of politician is this one?
A lack of faith in news media and politicians was a running theme among protesters, though one political leader got a warm reception. Maxime Bernier with the People's Party of Canada out mixing with the crowds. Police from as far away as Toronto were called in to help, but events through Saturday morning and afternoon resembled a party more than a riot. What's more, many resented the idea protests could turn violent, represents a fringe minority, or is affiliated with white nationalism.
I wanted to show that it's not just the characterization by the media of who's in this movement, that it's not just far-right extremists, or it's not just one group, that it represents the concerns and interests of a really diverse group of Canadians.
It's such an amazing vibe right now. The people are so positive and so much love in the air right now. It's such a high.
We love ya, Canada, all together. You can see it. Everybody's here, many Americans too. Every country, we're all together in this.
In Ottawa, Xiaoli Li, City News.
The Parliamentary Protective Service expects as many as 10,000 people will attend the rally this weekend, but that number represents a small fraction of the population. Officials believe about 80% of Canadian truckers are fully vaccinated. No violence has been reported out of the capital so far, but many have questioned the motivations of some involved in the protests as images of Nazi and Confederate flags spotted in Ottawa surface online. The Black Scientists Task Force on Vaccine Equity is expressing concern that COVID-19 vaccine uptake in Black communities may be undermined by the protests in Ottawa. They say mixed messaging could increase the already disproportionate impacts of the virus on Black communities, saying in a statement, "We are concerned that growing media coverage, social media misinformation, and financial funds accumulating for the causes linked to the truck convoy may increase vaccination concerns and hesitancy in Black communities." The task force says vaccination rates for children and adults in areas with high Black and racialized populations are among the lowest in Ontario. The task force was created in December 2020 as part of a City of Toronto initiative.